Another guy that I know you don't want to draft, Tom, Travis Etienne. I said earlier, I'm excited about the Jags and I really want to buy into this offense. Why do you not believe that Travis Etienne's going to take that step forward?
So Travis Etienne's going as the RB14, but let's spin back to last year after the Jags traded James Robinson and seemed to be ready to turn the ball over to Travis Etienne. He went on to be the RB17 between weeks 8 to 17. He was averaging only 13.7 PPR points per game. That, to me, doesn't scream out, okay, this is a guy who can be a workhorse. He had moments where he flashed, but it really doesn't feel like the Jags want an every down work back. You look back to the combine where unprompted, Doug Pedersen, he sort of talked a bit about how the Jags wanted to add another running back, and lo and behold, they went out and got Tank Bigsby. Tank Bigsby, by all accounts, is flashing in training camp. He's doing really well in the receiving game. He's also a really good goal line back from his time in college. And so if Travis Etienne can't get, if he's having his receiving work eaten into and he's having his goal line work eaten into, then you're basically hanging your hat on explosive plays, which feels like a very difficult thing to do. It's worth mentioning that this Jags off leadership, they didn't draft Travis Etienne, so they're not tied to him the same way that they might have been if he was one of their guys. And also Trevor Lawrence, he doesn't even check down that often. They target running backs at the fifth lowest rate in the league, and it just feels like there's so much kind of wish casting of what we know Travis Etienne's ability was in college and how good he was there, and hoping that he could turn into a real league winner. But you go back to the last time that the Jags were on the field in the playoffs, JaMychal Hasty outsnapped Travis Etienne against the Chiefs. It was 57% to 43%. So maybe there was a bit of an injury, but I just can't help feeling that maybe the Jags think the best way to use Travis Etienne is sparingly, and we're going to see Tank Bigsby picking up a lot of the kind of like harder work at times, which actually takes away from Etienne's ceiling.
Yeah, I think I really like Travis Etienne in a scenario where he can be a flex play for me, where I'm not having to rely on him getting that huge volume to carry my team, and I can just rely on those boom bust weeks, because he is going to get times where he takes a run 60 yards to house, because he's that type of explosive athlete. The problem is that there is no world where I'm able to draft Travis Etienne as a flex play unless I'm going running back, which is a scenario I'm never doing. So, yeah, I just can't get on board with a world where I'm having to pay up for a guy that is constantly being shoved down our throats, how much the Jags want to get Bigsby involved, how good he's looked in camp, how much they targeted him in the draft. It's, Bigsby. There's a reason why, because they want this to be a committee backfield. Yes, Etienne's probably going to get the receiving work, but he's going to miss out on those goal line touches. And I think that he's probably going to end up as a solid RB2 come the end of the season. And you'll look back and you'll go, oh, okay, he had an all right year. But you're probably going to have been not made the playoffs or never got far, because he's not going to overachieve. He's not going to carry your team further forward. And I would much rather, at the point he's going in drafts, punt for a wide receiver with upside, or, if I am taking a running back in that sort of early dead zone, should we call it, there's other guys that I think have got far more upside that we can go and grab.